Welcome to the Grindhouse. I am your host, Christina Faith, the owner and founder of the Grindhouse, and we are here to talk about how people built their houses. The Grindhouse has been built from the bottom up by me and my husband, and we are truly elated and ecstatic to have on our show the legendary Raheem Thompson. Welcome to the Grindhouse, sir.
Man, I'm honored to be here.
Oh,
this is
thank
amazing.
you so much, sir.
This is really amazing. I am very impressed, Christina. Shout out to your husband. Shout out to your squad. May God continue to bless y'all. May God be able to rain his blessings on your infinite because you're grinding. This is amazing.
Thank you so much, sir. We needed that boost from the Thompsons today. So let's talk about you, right? We're here to talk about you today. And I remember the first time I saw you, you were one of the people that is often in a social media post, and nobody really knows who you are, but you are always everywhere. And so I got the honor to meet you less than a year ago, and we've been rocking ever since. And so I'm excited to talk about the blueprint. You often talk about being born with odds against you, specifically being born deaf with a broken foot. How did those physical structure effects shape the mental grit required to build your career?
To be honest with you, I think it was one of the biggest blessings in my life because it gave me the fortitude to overcome obstacles.
Okay.
And it also was able for me to put my action to my words. So when I tell somebody you can overcome something, you can't question me about that. I was born deaf with a broken foot. So a crooked foot, and they had to break it to get it straight.
Yeah.
I had a speech impediment. I was homeless multiple times. So all them opportunities was the things that gave me the strength and the courage to fulfill the vision that I have.
Yeah.
So a lot of times when people get caught up in all the outside noise. You hear people say that, but it's really not the outside noise. It's normally noise from people that's close to you. So what that did for me was I always remember what I had to overcome. And I know this person haven't been through that.
Yeah.
So any doubt they have, any concerns they have or questions, that didn't really affect me like that because I'm like, yo, I was born deaf, crooked foot, homeless.
Yeah.
Been through some things in the streets, and I overcame all of this. There's no way God took me this far for me not to accomplish the things that he has actually shown me that I could do.
That's crazy. So how did you overcome being deaf? Like, did one day a miracle came upon you, or?
Well, the miracle was my mom.
Yeah.
Because remember, I'll be 50, so I was born in 76.
Yeah.
So all this technology they have, it wasn't like that. Then my mom was a single mom.
Yeah.
I was born in New York. I didn't come to Philly till I was 14 years old. So my mom, when she took me for surgery, from what she told me, the doctor told her, asked her, do she believe in God? She said, yeah. And then he told her, well, pray for your son, because if I made one false move, I would have been deaf for the rest of my life.
Jesus.
So the surgery went well. I had a speech therapist. She rest in peace. Her name is Barbara Monstoff, a white lady. Unbelievable. Took her time with me from grades 1st to 3rd.
Yeah.
I took speech impediment classes in school. That was kind of weird because, you want to communicate, you know what you're saying, but your mind is moving fast. Your mouth is moving faster than your mind.
Yeah.
So in 4th grade, I stopped having speech impediment. I started talking. And to this day, people don't realize that. Like, people, you do all this public speaking and everything.
Yeah.
I'm like, well, I was taught how to speak.
You were taught from a very early age how to speak.
Right, and I had to really, sometimes with S's, like sheriff, S's is like the same. That's the one thing that always remind me that I had a speech impediment. But besides that, I tell people, I don't use what I went through. I tell people this all the time. I don't use the things that I went through as a crutch for an excuse.
Yeah.
I believe that you should use what you went through as a reason to keep moving. Because a lot of people make a lot of excuses out here. Oh, my mom didn't have this. My dad didn't have this. My dad, last time I saw my dad, rest his soul, I was 7 years old. He went out. We was living in New York. My dad said he was going to get some bread, then come back for 2 weeks.
Yeah.
When he came back, my mom told him, there ain't no need for you to be here.
Yeah.
So we all been through obstacles and everything like that. And my thing and my faith is God take you through stuff so that you could be a testimony. One, you give your testimony in him, but two, you could be an inspiration to somebody else to let them know what you going through. You're not the only one that's been through that.
Yeah. And so I think that's really good. Oftentimes you hear people use, I grew up without a father, I grew up without this, this happened to me as a crutch. And you took that crutch and it empowered you in order to move forward. And it definitely started for you from birth, right?
Yes.
So I even think about like, wow, you got taught how to speak. And I think oftentimes we're teaching kids words, not necessarily how to speak. Did that help you slow down in your mind to be able to say things? Like, do you still carry some of those same traits?
Oh, no, I still carry it because sometimes, like, I could talk for 5 minutes straight without a breath. Like, when I do my pitches, like, a lot of my corporate sponsorships are sealed within 5 minutes.
Yeah.
Because I will the information to you to the point they be like, "Hold, Raheem, like take a breath," and I'm like, "I'm cool," but because of the way I was trained, I was trained I was trained to remember things.
Yeah.
So like my godmother, when my godmother was rest her soul, grow mom, but she was at work.
Yeah.
When being around her, she taught me how to remember things and not be don't be reliable on what somebody else remembered.
Yeah.
Don't be reliable on what a gadget was. You gotta be in that moment, and you should be able to like I could talk about this whole conversation we had. In 2 hours, I could rerun this whole thing.
I wish I had your training.
So like coming off the elevator, us walking in, I have that, and I think that's like one of my
That's a superpower.
Yeah, that's one of my superpowers because I could really like. That's why people like hearing me tell stories.
Yeah.
Because I could tell you stories about first time I met Derrick Rose, first time I met World Wide West, first time I met Scott O'Neal. Like I remember, and I think that's been my strength because I'm able to go back and be able to recant things without a problem.
I think that's a gift. That's a gift to be able to remember things. And so I wonder how growing up in Philly. So you tell us about your transition from New York to Philly. It's always interesting to hear people go from city to city.
Oh, it was a big.
Yeah.
It was two different worlds.
Yeah.
Because one thing about New York is a bunch of buildings.
Yeah.
A bunch of buildings. So the building I was born in Glen Cove, New York. We lived in Queens, we lived in Harlem, and we lived in the Bronx. So basically, I lived in Manhattan, the Bronx, and Queens. I lived in 3 of the boroughs. The only boroughs I didn't live in were Staten Island and Brooklyn. Coming from New York to Philadelphia was a big shock because of the difference between buildings and row homes. The buildings that I lived in,
High rises.
put it like this, 8 floors, 8 apartments on each floor.
Yeah.
That's 64 apartments in that one building. But we got 5 buildings in that section. So you're talking about over 340 apartments, and then you talk about 4 to 5 people in each apartment.
Yeah.
So you're talking about 1,700 people within a 1 block radius, and then you go to the next block. There's another 5 buildings, 1,700 people. And then you're dealing with a lot of different ethnicities.
Yeah.
So like here in Philadelphia, there's an area for Hispanics, area for Black. Like South Philly, the only place that really mixes everything.
Yeah.
Well, in the Bronx, Esta Loca, Gale Huevo, you hear that every night with the Hispanics.
Yeah.
But then you go across the street, you got Shaba, you got the West Indians. Then you got the Black people. Then you might have a little sprinkle of some Caucasians. So moving to Philadelphia was really an adjustment because Philadelphia is very territorial.
Yes.
I learned that when I got here.
It still
is. It's very
Yes.
like I never seen it.
Never seen nothing like it.
I never seen it like
Yeah.
I never seen nothing like that because like in New York you could live in the Bronx and never leave the Bronx your whole life.
Yeah.
So someone might be holding the Bronx down, but it's the Bronx. That's that borough. But when I got here, row homes first of all threw me off. That was like a real shock to the system.
Yeah.
Like, we got a house. Remember, I'm coming from apartments. I'm coming from getting on the elevator.
Yeah.
I'm coming from I'm in apartment 8B to now we are 5941 so-and-so address. So, and then just getting embarked in Philadelphia culture.
Yeah. It's a
It was way different because one, I was the new guy. When we moved here, we got robbed. So everything we had in storage was taken.
Yeah.
So I couldn't go to school for like the first 6 months. So, and where we were staying in the Badlands on 5th and Luzerne. So I'm seeing like drug activity in a way I never saw it in New York. Like the way people sat on the block.
I live in Hunting Park, and it's nothing like it used to be. Like our area, I've heard was like.
If you was near 8th and Bristol, it was off the chain.
Yeah, no, we are. So we're on we're off of 9th Street by the park.
Yeah, I know you're
And
talking about.
so, but it's a very interesting place because within I'll say an 8-block radius, no drug dealing even to this day, because back in the day, the old heads used to be on the corner with the drug dealers, like, y'all not coming out here. And so I think it's a very interesting place, because if you go a couple blocks this way, life is completely different.
Because loitering.
Yeah.
Like in New York, I left. See, that was the one thing I was mad about when I left New York. I was a big New York Yankee fan, Knicks fan. As soon as I left New York,
still a Knicks
the
fan,
Yankees started winning all the World Series. And I used to go to. We lived down the block from Yankee Stadium. I used to get autographed.
Yeah.
I knew the.
So the memorabilia and the autographs and stuff started from a young age.
Yeah. Oh yeah. That was I always made money off of sports.
Oh wow.
And I always used being the black kid to my advantage.
Okay.
Because like when the black athletes see a black kid, they're gonna sign for it.
Yeah.
And then I used to make the collectors pay me to get the autograph. Like Barry Bonds would never sign for nobody.
Yeah.
He would sign for me.
Nice.
Ricky Henderson was very particular. He would sort me out.
So you was losing money when you came to Philly.
No, it continued when I got here, but
Yeah.
it wasn't as lucrative
Yeah.
because in New York there was two teams. There was the Mets and the
Yeah.
Yankees. So there was the National League and the American League. So there was always a team in town. So one day I would be at the stadium, get the autographs from the home team, and then the next day I would go down to the hotel. Hotels I would make a killing.
Yeah.
And the collectors, and it got so cool when like the players had it was this store. Oh, damn, I can't name the store. It's Grand Central Station. It used to be a clothing store. I got cool with the guys in the clothing store because that's where the players would buy their clothes from. So they ended up telling me when players
everybody
were
was
coming.
coming.
Or sometimes I'll be able to leave my cards in there.
Yeah.
So like Kevin Mitchell, Will Clark, Aho. We used to play for San Francisco. I'll be the only one to get his stuff.
Yeah.
So I turned around and told the collectors, yo, you want this stuff signed, give it to me, and I get it signed for you. So the business of sports was always in me. And then my mom put that in me.
Yeah.
My mom put that in me years. Like, one day, my mom, she just, like, kept it so funky. You never met my mother.
Yeah.
Everybody that meets my mother call her mama because she's a true mother.
Yeah.
My mom one day told me, if Shaq is making $100 million, what is the owner making?
Yeah.
And when she said that to me, that changed the whole landscape of what I was doing. I went from being Mr. Trying to play basketball to I'm getting on the business side of basketball, and we've been rocking ever since.
Nice. So how did that shift for you in Philadelphia though, going from New York to Philly?
All right, the shift with that, back to the original question. I'm sorry. The shift for me was when I got to Philadelphia, I was 14 years old. First 6 months, I didn't go to school. One day we was in the sanctuary. Somebody overheard that I haven't been in school. They put me in the first alternative school in Philadelphia called Community High School.
Oh my God.
So I went from a high school, so imagine this. You're 14.
A Philly alternative school in
Listen,
the
but
80s?
check this out.
Or early
Everybody that was in the school
Yeah.
had just came back from a juvenile school. So either Glen Mills, St. Gabe's and stuff. We had people in there that was 20 years old.
Jesus.
And then on top of that, we was the first one to wear uniforms. So we had to wear a yellow shirt and navy blue pants. And we was at 5th and Luzerne where I was staying at. The school was at 5th and Somerset.
Yeah.
So we was in the middle of the Badlands. Then it was really, really interesting.
Yeah.
Because I went from being in a school in New York where I went to one of the top middle schools in New York, Columbus Academy, IS 44. Then I'm coming in here, and I'm in school with like straight felons.
Yeah.
So it went from like school being productive to now I gotta like, one, I'm the slim black guy. They used to call me Manute Bow because I was tall and black. I didn't have no area to claim. So everybody, you had people from Nicetown, you had people from Germantown, you had people from South Philly. So there was cliques within that, so I was by myself. So it was hard. And then it was no sports.
Yeah.
So like the thing that would normally bring people together wasn't there. And then when we started playing, it did work a little bit, but it was like I had to really show people I wasn't no sucker. So one day I got into it with I never forget it, my man Ramel Hardy.
Yeah.
And he just kept messing with me. And then he called me a name that I don't take lightly. I'm not a fan of the word DH. Everybody like go D. I'm not a fan.
It's a Philly thing.
No, that's not a Philly thing. That's something else. That's not my generation.
No. I'm just saying they say it heavily in Philly.
Right, and I'm not. People know not to say that to
Yeah.
me. And the B word.
Yeah.
And he called me the B word, and we got to the tussling.
Yeah.
And I mean, I didn't win, but I didn't lose neither.
Yeah.
So then after that, I ended up transferring to Olney High School for my junior year. I got on divorce, and then that was another adjustment because now I'm coming from an alternative school to a real high school with 1,000 people. Good thing is I played Sunny Hill League, so I was kind of familiar with the players, but no one really knew me because the Sunny Hill team I played for, we sucked. We was 3-15. We went from a team the year before where they was winning all these championships to we caught the repercussions of the teams that used to win before us. So everybody was running down on us. So when I got to Olney High School, I tried out for the team. I made the team. That was pretty good. You know, we went to the Final Four that year at Civic Center, lost to Rasheed Wallace, made some friends, but then I got into it with the coach at the end of the year.
Yeah.
Coach tried to play me. Mr. Evans, rest his soul, he tried to play me. Season was over. Everybody was relaxing. Spring league started up. Everybody that was on varsity, they wasn't going to practices like that.
Yeah.
Because we was like, yo, we just went through a long season. So one day I went to the game. I saw my number 31 on somebody else. I said, yo, give me my jersey. Dude gave me the jersey. I think it was Gustine Lake. Ev come out there, and he tried to, like, embarrass me. I wasn't going for that.
Yeah.
Nah. Like, I played for you. We went through 4 or 5 months together. If anything, you could pull me to the side. He tried to, like, really publicly, try to scream me.
Humiliate you, yeah.
Oh, well, the cars turned immediately.
Yeah.
So I basically told him what everybody on the team was feeling that everybody was afraid to tell him.
Yeah.
And then the next day, I used to be in his shop class. I went from having an A to a D. So that was the end of my basketball career at Olney. So my senior year, I ended up going to this work-study program called the Naval Depot, where you work in the morning and you go to school in the afternoon, which ended up being better for me because my senior year, Temple was ranked top 10 in the country. They had Eddie Jones and Aaron McKee at the time. Those are my old heads. So I was living the life. I was working in the morning, going to school in the afternoon, getting home, going to Temple in the evening time, going to all the Temple basketball games, sitting front row behind the great John Chaney, rest his soul, and getting to meet all these players. And in the meantime, developing this business acumen that I have now.
Wow. So who would you say is your first, so that's the foundation of where that was laid for you to get to where you are now. Who would you say is the first person to look at your construction site and tell you, like, you were building something special?
Scott O'Neal.
Okay.
CEO of the 76ers, CEO of Live Golf now. First major person in the industry. Because like Sonny Vaccaro gave me a chance with ABCD camp. Chris Rivers gave me a chance with ABCD camp. I worked Georgetown camp with the late John Thompson and his son John, but it was Scott O'Neal and my meeting with the 76ers with my young boy Paul Beckles, the one I was telling you about, who now works at Boardroom, who used to be at Nike. Paul was my season ticket rep with the 76ers. So Paul was introduced to me by a young man by the name of Amos, who used to intern for me. He was like, yo, you got to meet Paul, you got to meet Paul. So I get my little season tickets, and thank God, I didn't have a lot of money. Thank God they had an installment plan. Well, we used to pay, baby, like $400 a month or something like that.
That's beautiful nowadays.
Yeah, so like we was good. So I was like, and I needed season tickets because I was always, in my mind with basketball, the way I was going to get corporate partners was by paying attention to what was in the NBA arenas.
Yeah.
Not what was in the high school, even though I have a high school basketball league. Not who was, I wasn't getting, no disrespect, I wasn't getting the local bar or the mom and pop store. I needed corporate support so I could really legitimize what I'm doing. So Paul was the season ticket rep. The Sixers wasn't really doing good. They had hired Scott to come in. And one day I told Paul, yo, I need to meet Scott O'Neal. So Paul like, all right. He not even thinking.
Yeah.
He not even thinking. He don't even know what's about to come up. He like, all right, we're going to get the meeting. Yeah. So I get the meeting on the book. Elizabeth Foster, always remember, that was Scott's assistant. She hits me up. She's like, okay, you're going to have this meeting. But no one knows what we're meeting about.
No. You just got a meeting.
We just got a meeting.
Yeah.
Which was the craziest thing. Because normally it's a talk.
Well, that's because relationship.
Yeah, but Scott didn't know me.
Yeah, but Paul knew you.
Yeah, but Paul didn't even know.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, so this
Paul
is
was
the
just
craziest.
like,
This is crazy. So I had this big black fur coat, and I'm gonna send you the video because me and Scott talked about this last year at Live when we was in Virginia.
Yeah.
We was dying to talk about it. So I had this big black fur coat. So just imagine a 6'4" black dude walking into the 76ers corporate office with a big old black fur coat on, a black suit on, a purple tie top. I'm here to meet with Scott O'Neal.
You look like Al Iverson.
I look like an old-fashioned
little gangster before it was acceptable.
Right. So when I'm sitting there, I see like
everybody moving around.
It's a little like what's going on.
Yeah.
So I see Paul walk up now, like 15 minutes later, like Paul comes up. So Paul like hits me on my BlackBerry. He's like, "Yo, what's going on?" I'm like, "I'm waiting for the meeting to come." He's like, "Yo, man, I done got all these different calls. They want to know who this black dude is." Paul wasn't even supposed to be in the meet. It was supposed to be me and Scott. Mm-hmm. So when we go in the meeting, I meet with Scott. This is right before they retired Allen Iverson jersey. This is the year Allen Iverson retired. And this is like right before, this is the week before they retire they do his retirement thing at the arena. So when we get in there, first thing I asked Scott for was $1 million. I'm talking about, I wasn't in there longer than 5 minutes. I had my proposal together. Yeah, Christina, I don't.
So where?
Scott, when I say
within 5. Where were you in your journey?
In my journey, we was probably, what year was this? This is 2015. So we about 10 years in now.
Okay, no, that's acceptable.
But
it's acceptable for your journey, but not for the first time.
But not the first time you meeting somebody 5 minutes in, because
why $1 million? What made you say $1 million?
Because I had this grand idea. Let me just backtrack a little bit. Because the question you asked, there's a lot of different parts of it, but this was when I knew I had, like, because what gave me the courage to ask for the $1 million is because I did my NBA lockout game a couple of years before with LeBron and them at the Palestra. Okay. And we sold that game out like in 25 minutes. Mm-hmm. That's a whole nother interview. That's a whole nother special. But when I went in there with Scott, my godmom really put a battery in my back. Okay. And the battery she put in my back that I live with to this day is, you only got one time for your first opportunity. Yeah. So you only got with the doors open, you got one time to go through it. And if not, you don't know if that door ever gonna open up again. Mm-hmm. So I was like, man, this is 76ers. This is the CEO of the 76ers. Mm-hmm. This is the man in charge of the 76ers. They paying all these players this money over here and everything like that. They got
the money.
They got $1 million somewhere like that. Man, I go in there. So after I asked for the $1 million, I told the man, if you can't respect me, you can't respect my religious beliefs, you can't respect my family, you can't respect my basketball league, and I'm going to send you the video of us talking about this. You're going to crack up. I said, if you can't respect none of that, there ain't nothing for us to talk about. Now, mind you, Paul's an employee. Yeah. This can go wrong.
This can go very wrong.
Paul can be fired.
Why did you bring this man in my
Why
office?
Did you bring this black man in here asking me for $1 million, in a fur coat, asking for $1 million, and then telling me his boundaries of what you got to do? Scott leaned back in the chair. He said, I can respect that. And that was in 2000, I think, 14, 13? Mm-hmm. We've been rocking ever since. Nice. He didn't give me the $1 million, but what he did was, which was dope, this when the Sixers sucked. Yeah. He used to give me 200 tickets to every home game, lower level. Wow. Didn't cost us nothing. We could charge whatever we wanted to charge. Wow. So Laker games, everybody, Heat.
Hustling.
What?
Hustling.
That's when people thought I was a ticket scalper. Yeah. People swear I'm like, no, nigga, I'm getting these tickets from the Sixers.
I'm getting them from the Sixers, yeah.
And then I was selling them for like $40 a piece. Yeah. So which
was helping you fund the league. Yeah.
It was making a killing.
Yeah.
It was unbelievable. Yeah. And when we did the numbers last year, when we was at Live, we was talking, I said, I made about maybe like almost 35, 40,000 in that short window of time. And then on top of that, it was the fact that now I have a relationship with the CEO. Yeah. Which is going to open up more. And you filled
his seats up.
Oh, that lower bowl was always me. And then on top of that, I have a relationship with the CEO. And not only that, he realized I was a family man. Yeah. He's a family man. Mm-hmm. So our families are connected. Like, Scott is basically my daughter's uncle. Yeah. That's the way they look at Scott. Mm-hmm. When I tell people Scott, my brother, you talk about a white Mormon. Yeah. They're like, what? Especially when I tell Caucasian people. I'm like, that's my brother. Like, when we was at Live, they're like, oh, what you here for? And I'm like, yeah, my brother's the CEO. Yeah. I'm like, yeah, Scott O'Neal, that's my, like, we brother, like, that's what we are. Mm-hmm. So that was the moment when I realized to have the courage to ask somebody for $1 million within 5 minutes and then get results from that,
Yeah.
I knew I was on to something.
Yeah.
I knew I was on
Had
something.
something.
Yeah, because I had a Nike deal. I had did the LeBron game. I mean the NBA lockout game. So I was like, yo, if he says no, I'm going to walk out with something. And I definitely did walk out with something.
Yeah. I'm leaving here with something.
Yeah, definitely. Kimba, my head of security.
Yeah.
I told him that he does security now for the Sixers, the Eagles. I told him from the very beginning. When we go in someplace, we're leaving out with something.
Yeah.
We're not leaving empty-handed. We're not coming in here to just say, oh, we met this person. No, we're gonna come out with these people respect us, and we got something to show that they respect us.
Yeah. So how did you begin to secure? Well, before we even do that, so tell me about in 2002 you founded the Chosen League, right? At the time, was the goal just to provide a room for kids to play, or did you see the entire mansion of what it is today?
I saw the entire mansion.
So did you see that?
Because it was during the height of kids going from high school to the pros.
Yeah.
It was the next year, I think they banned that. AAU was really big. And my godmom, I had tried to do a magazine back in 1996 called the Full Court Press. My first opportunity in basketball was I was an intern. I was a part of the Slam magazine promo team. We used to go to Disney every year for Christmas. For vacation. The one year we went in 96, the Olympic team was down there training. Me being ambitious like I am.
Of course.
I called Slam. I let them know, look, the NBA, this is Charles Barkley, Hakeem Olajuwon, Scottie Pippen, Penny Hardaway, Shaq, Reggie Miller, Gary Payton. I'm like, yo, they down here practicing. If I go, can I get a media credential on your behalf?
Yeah.
To go, this is the first women's team, Lisa Leslie, Dawn Steele.
Oh, it is etched in my brain.
So now,
Yeah.
they like, yeah, if you can get it done, just have them call us.
Yeah.
So I go to my godmom, I'm like, look, I know we're going to Disney. Now, if you know anything about my family and Disney, Disney is real.
That's their time.
2 weeks.
Yeah.
Like we real.
Yeah.
Schedule.
Every day.
7 o'clock in the morning to almost 11 o'clock.
Never going on vacation with them.
Not at all.
Never.
Now you can, because we go on cruises now. So it's very fun.
So
I let my godmom know this. She looks at me. She's like, okay. So I get one of my godbrothers to take me in the morning. I'll go pull up. So something told me, this is the crazy part. See how God, you got to really listen to when the Holy Spirit talking to you.
Yeah.
Something told me, bring my Slam leather with me.
Yeah.
I'm like, okay. I brought my Slam leather with me. I see why. So when I see the media credential place, I go in there. I'm like 20 years old. They looking at me like, who is this like? I'm like, look, I work for Slam. I'm trying to get the media credential to cover the Olympics, this, that, and the other, because this is the time when Shaq left Orlando to go to the Lakers. That's another story, too. He didn't listen to me at all. I'm glad he didn't. I asked him for the media credential. The lady said, all right, hold on. I gave her my letter. 20 minutes later, I had 4 media credentials.
Sheesh.
I walked in that gym. I almost pooped on myself. I walked in. Lisa Leslie was right there.
Yo.
Dawn was right there. Penny Hardaway and Dawn was right there. And I had full, when I say full,
reign.
And then I had the nerve to be able to come back the next 2 days.
Yeah.
You couldn't tell me nothing. And then I was the only black kid in there. So it works to my advantage
Works to your advantage.
Mitch Richmond come over, talk to me. Reggie Miller come, Lenny Wilkins say, man, you're going to make it. I had the balls to tell Shaq, please don't leave, Penny. Y'all could make a dynasty. He didn't listen to me. And next morning I woke up, I read the Orlando Times. My man had signed for $100 million going to the Lakers. So
I was a Shaq fan. I was a little upset, so I became a Lakers fan.
Yeah, so after that experience,
no longer a Lakers fan.
I went to make the Full Court Press magazine.
Yeah.
Took that to my godfather, my godmom. They was like, no, this ain't gonna work.
Why they said it wasn't gonna work?
Because they told me magazines is based on advertisement.
Yes.
So they was like, but my godfather, gangster, Papa Ogun, gangster, gonna tell me make a basketball league though. So I look at him.
Because you can get advertising.
I'm like, a basketball league? That was in 96. 6 years later, Chosen League started. Every day I think Papa Ogun.
Wow.
Every day. Because from the Chosen League, I've been able to do, I'm sitting here with you.
Listen, because it's Chosen League.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it's been, and because of the Chosen League is how we was able to make Philly legendary Summer Hoots Month.
Yeah.
Like the Chosen League is the foundation of everything.
Yeah.
So did I have the yeah, I saw this. I saw this clear as day. And nobody else saw it. Because when I took this to people,
Yeah, they didn't see the vision.
first of all, people told me it wasn't going to work.
Yeah.
Forget not seeing the vision. People was just flat out telling me it wasn't going to work because Sunny Hill League was here. And I'm thinking in my head, I'm like, yo, that's one basketball league.
Yeah.
We had another league called Total Response that was up Belfield. We had Positive. We had all these leagues. So why can't my league work? Oh, because I'm not a part of the group.
Yeah. Territorial Philadelphia.
Yeah. So I'm like, I'm not, because I'm not, okay, I'm just going to establish my own thing.
Yeah.
So that's even happened with the referees. The referees, my first year, tried to get over on me.
Yeah.
I was like, I'm not paying y'all that. I referee the games my own self and make my own referees. That's what I have done.
Yeah.
So yeah, I saw this. This is not nothing. This was all calculated. This was all planned. Like when I met my wife, when I met her, I told her I used to lie to people. I used to tell people I was a janitor. Because I didn't want people to know
What you did.
what I did. Because I didn't want you to like me.
Yeah.
Because I worked with Reebok.
Yeah.
I worked with John Wall. I worked with. I didn't want that.
Yeah.
So I lied to her. I was about to lie to her, but I was like, I told her the truth.
Yeah.
She didn't believe me. She had her cousin do a background check on me to make sure I was telling the truth.
Yeah.
And then the next week, did the Reebok. The night I met my wife was the day of the last day of the Reebok All-American camp. The first time I ever was in Philadelphia. And she had also graduated with her master's, I believe, that day. So it was destiny for us to meet.
Yeah.
And I never forget, I think it was the second year I did the camp, or the first, I can't remember the time frame. She came to the camp and she paid to get in. And boy, was I pissed off. So when she came in,
like
I
that.
walked out the gym. Her cousin was there. I'm like, yo, what y'all doing? She said, oh, I paid to get in. I turned her right around, took her right back to that front desk and
Got
told
your
them
money
people,
back.
give her back her money. She's with me.
Yeah.
Oh, we didn't. She told y'all. So that's how it started, 2002.
Nice.
And I had a plan every year. And I tell people this, you got to have some type of strategy.
Yeah. You have to.
You have to have some type of organization. Because organization is the key to this whole thing.
Yeah.
All that freestyle, I tell people this all the time. You can make a mixtape where you want. You're not getting paid off a mixtape.
Yeah.
Because you're using other people's beats. You got to make your own album. You got to make your own beats. You got to have your own engineer. You got to make your own production so you could reap the benefits of it.
Yeah.
Because if you make a mixtape, that's all you're doing. You're freestyling. An album takes time to make. And that's why I say I want to make a classic set of albums, which I think I have accomplished 25 years later.
Well, I think also it's not just being a young black kid. People can also, they see if you're authentic or not, right? And so I tell people when working with talent, like they're looking to see, they know you want something, but the question is like, are you a shark or do you really just want what you need?
But that's funny that you say that. That's the thing that I still deal with to this day because I give out a lot. You know that.
Recipient, thank you very much.
Like I tell people all the time, and this is a conversation I have with people, and I only do it 3 times with people.
Yeah.
I can only do it 2.
Yeah.
Like I know the first time I do something, people are like, "Wow, you really did that."
Yeah.
The second time I do something, people be like, "Oh, wow, you really." But if the third time you're questioning me, you will never get nothing from me again.
You don't know who I am.
Because I'm about to say, you should know.
Yeah.
If you speak to other people, 9 times out of 10, when you talk to somebody about me, they're gonna say I gave them something.
Yeah.
Whether it was an opportunity, whether it was an event, whether it's some money, whether it's some product, was it tickets to a game. So my whole thing, that's why my mantra is serve the people and God will serve you. Because my whole thing is like, yo, I'm serving the people because my blessings have always been to pray, to be able to be a provider to people, to be a so what I'm doing now, this is what I prayed for.
Yeah.
So you're not going to interfere with my blessing of me giving you something. Now, if you remember, I don't like a lot of people. So if you act up, I don't have to do this for you. Because there's people that I give stuff to who I'm not like a fan of theirs, but like I was telling somebody this the other day, you don't have to like somebody to do business with.
No, you don't have to.
That's the biggest misconception.
That gets people caught up a lot.
Yeah.
Thinking that everybody that you do business with is your friend.
No.
They're not. That's your
There's
business
some
acquaintance.
people, do you know there's some people, when I did my EA Sports NBA Live deal, do you know I never met the people from EA Sports?
Wow.
And I made some real money off of that.
Yeah.
and never met the people. So that shows you right there.
Yeah.
I never met these people. We talked probably 3 times on the phone, got a bunch of emails correspondence, was able to process ACH payments, was able to get games, was able to do promos, and never met these people.
Yeah.
So that right there proved to me the theory that you don't have to know somebody and you don't have to like somebody. Because I don't, if them people walk up on me today, I wouldn't even know who they are.
Yeah. So that's the low bearing wall, right? Relationship seems to be like the low bearing wall of everything that you do. How do you identify the right people to build with and handle partnership, like the stud of it, right? How do you handle the partnership with them and when it isn't strong enough to hold? So how do you identify people, right, that you want to build relationship with? And then how do you deal with when a stud is not being able to hold the partnership?
Okay, I like that. That's a great question, actually. The way I'm able to identify partnerships is, one, when it comes to people, is the way you treat people. Like, everybody got a little a-hole in them. Everybody.
That's a fact. Everybody does.
Everybody. People try to deny it.
Yeah. We're human.
Yeah. But I could deal with the a-hole who's open about him being the a-hole than the person that's hiding it.
Yeah.
Because if you hiding it, why are you hiding that for? Because everybody got it in you. So the thing with partnerships with me, it has to align with what I got going on. Like, I can't do a partnership with a liquor brand.
Yeah.
I got high school athletes.
Yeah.
Like, you see, and there's been many a times, like, for instance, I could talk about this. I was the original league organization sponsored by Red Bull.
Okay.
Red Bull, and when I say sponsored,
I know early on that thing was lovely.
Was whamming.
Yeah, because it's still whamming.
Yeah, but it's
nothing
no way.
nothing like when it was first came on the
First
scene.
of all, when I got my Red Bull deal, they called me and I hung up on them because I thought they was lying. And they called me back.
Yeah.
And they was like, no, we really want to do this with you.
Yeah.
So I met them the next day. My man name is Regis. I
Okay.
want you to imagine somebody
The name Regis.
who goes to see the Grateful Dead, who follows the Grateful Dead
I'm
around.
with you already.
So just imagine the type of person this is.
Yeah.
So when I told them my number, they was like, "That's all you want?" I was like, "Well, give me what y'all can give me."
Yeah.
So they was giving this to me for years, but it didn't work.
Yeah.
The reason now the person
High school, college, two different things.
energy drink.
Yeah. Nowadays though it would work because some kids.
But listen,
They on everything. Back then,
because
no,
this
no.
is the best. So they was giving me what I wanted, flying me out to Santa Monica. Great relationship,
Yeah.
great terms of payments. Instead of waiting for the money in the summertime, we broke it down so I could get stuff quarterly, so there's money always moving in and everything like that. But then one day I used to do a thing called the Chosen Game, which used to open up the league. It would be the top graduating seniors versus the top up-and-coming underclassmen. Big game. Separate uniforms from the regular league, sneakers, basically an all-star game, but I call it the Chosen Game.
Yeah.
I never follow what other people are doing. I got to add my own twist to it.
Yeah.
They bought this thing out called the converter truck. This joint like Transformers.
Yeah.
But the game is going on, and I'm seeing the kids, the little kids,
Walk around with Red
are
Bull.
beaming. And I'm looking, and I'm like,
They was giving the babies Red Bull.
and I'm looking, but I'm like, I got to focus on the game. I got to focus on, but I'm like, the kids are too hyped tonight. Because I
Yeah.
know the games, I know when we was outside, the energy.
Yeah.
Come to find out, I pulled one of the little kids. I'm like, yo, what's up? He had a Red Bull. I said, how many of those you had? He said, I had 3.
Oh yeah. About to end up in the hospital.
So, and it was very interesting with Red Bull, and I have so much respect for Red Bull to this day. So when it was time for us to re-up, I had to make a choice myself.
Yeah.
I'm like, I could do the Red Bull 3-on-3 thing. I could help them with the basketball stuff. But them sponsoring my league, that's not going to work.
Yeah.
Because even with the NBA athletes they had at the time, they had Blake Griffin, they had John Wall, but the part that was about it was I don't drink Red Bull. So I was like, I'm taking this money with a brand like Nike.
Yeah.
I wear Nike.
Yeah.
Mitchell Ness, I deal with Mitchell Ness. At the time, Sneaker Villa, I shopped at Sneaker Villa.
Yeah.
The Sixers, the players, I messed with Thaddeus Young, I messed with Drew Holiday. Red Bull was like a good money maker,
Yeah.
but it didn't
wasn't
fit.
good for your-
So
for
when we
your
went to go
audience.
re-up, legal department flat out hit me with like, we can't do it. Because something had happened in government where regulations said energy drinks had to be for 18 and over.
Yeah.
And I really believe we was at the forefront of that because the guy from the truck who drove the truck that night, one day we was in Santa Monica at the main office, and I asked him, I said, yo, why was y'all giving the kids the drinks? He said, man, we didn't even realize it.
They didn't realize it after.
Because they just giving them out. They didn't realize it after. So that was something where I was like, I can't do that. And it was a loss, trust me, financially. It was a significant loss because Red Bull was the brand. The day I quit my job at the park, when the city started acting funny, when the rec department started acting funny with me, when I put my resignation letter in, the day my resignation hit was the day my bank account hit from Red Bull. Wow. And it was a nice number. It proved I was right with what I was doing. Yeah. But then, God knows, like I always tell people, when Satan is whispering, and when God's forces are talking. Because Satan talking whispers. Yeah. God's forces, you could turn around and look like, yo, you heard someone say. So, like, when I lost the Red Bull thing, I was like, I know this is going to get replaced somewhere else. Yeah. And it did.
Nice. And so for you, it's an ethical issue, right? Like,
Big time.
Once you found out, it was like, nah, I can't do that. Like, you want the babies to enjoy themselves, but you don't want them to end up in the hospital.
That's why a lot of times in the basketball world, I'm kind of like I'm trying to figure out the word. I'm kind of like a unusual type of guy because I'm strictly in high school basketball. Yeah. I'm not in AAU. Yeah. I'm not in the NIL collective world. I'm not in the college coaching, trying to get players. In the NBA side, I'm not dealing with agents, but I have relationship with the leaders of the Knicks. Yeah. So it's like I created my own thing. Legendary.
I was gonna say, what made you do that? Because a lot of times I think you may be one of the few leagues where it's not about figuring out how to get the most money out of the kids that are coming there in the future and all that kind of stuff. So what's the driving force behind that for you?
Because when I worked with Reebok, and I used to run the McDonald's All-American game, I used to be in charge of all the product for the McDonald's All-American game, ABCD camp. Product is king. The players got to come see you. Yeah. So people don't know I have a real close relationship with Derrick Rose. And I'm talking about Derrick Rose. Yeah. All-American Derrick Rose, #1 pick Derrick Rose.
Jersey just got hung Derrick Rose.
Right. Going to MVP, Rookie of the Year. My wife and I, multiple times in Chicago, breakfast, games. He paid us.
That's the homie.
Family all the way through. And what I realized was, and I realized this at an early age, because I wasn't that much older than them. I was 76. They was about 18. I was about maybe 28. So it was like a 10-year difference, enough age difference, but enough to be able to relate. Yeah. And what I realized is everybody around these guys wants something. Yeah. And what my superpower was, I was able to be the in-between, between the brands and them. Like, for instance, we did a game called Elite 24, just the original Elite 24 up in Rucker. Boost Mobile used to sponsor it. Derrick Rose lost his phone, Eric Gordon lost his phone, and 3 other players lost their phone.
It was a good time.
No, this is the crazy part. Okay. They tell me this on the, but they're like, Philly, we lost our phone. So I'm like, all right, I forgot the guy's name. Let them know you lost your phone. They like, nah, I don't want to do that. I'm like, oh. So then light bulb went off in my head. They not able to communicate with adults like that. Yeah. That's where I come in at. Yeah. Same thing with ABCD camp. They need something. They would come to my room. It got to the point where Reebok gave me 2 rooms. Yeah. They gave me a room for myself and a room for the guys to come into. Yeah. So it was always about, I don't want to take from players because everybody's taking from them. Yeah. I don't want this to be a transactional relationship. I want this to be a real relationship where I know my relationship with you. I know how to build out and make money off of that without even affecting you at all. Yeah. And I want it to be when we see each other, you don't have to think about you got to dig in your pocket. Yeah. Because one time we was at breakfast, my wife tell you, Pooh, D. Rose must have got about maybe 12 phone calls within 5 minutes, and everybody was asking for money. Yeah. So it was all about me being Raheem Thompson. I never want to be so-and-so guy. Yeah. Like some guys' identities are with a player. I need to be Raheem Thompson. And that's why I tell people like, damn, you say your name. I'm like, yeah, I'm Raheem Thompson. Same way there's Michael Jordan, same way there's World Wide West, same way there's Jay-Z.
Yeah.
I'm Raheem Thompson. That means something.
Yeah.
Tyrese Maxey, I'm Raheem. I don't want to be that guy. And that's why I even made a conscious decision to call the Chosen League the Chosen League. Because the Raheem Thompson League wouldn't have worked in 2002. It might have worked now, but why would I want my name over that? Because
I have that same philosophy.
yeah, like why would I want my name?
Why I gotta put my name on everything?
Yeah, like there's some people. It used to be times when I was younger when people didn't even know they was talking to me about the Chosen League, and some people were saying some good stuff, some people were saying some bad stuff. But I'd rather it be like that so I could hear a true thing instead of it being the Raheem Thompson League, and that's going to attract hate from the beginning.
Nice. So you used to call yourself the human victory cigar, right?
When I was in high school. Yeah.
So how did so you talk about the transition from one to the other, from the bench to the architect that you are now? Like, how did that change? How did the shift from being a player to being someone in the business? How did that shift happen? And what do you think people are missing in that shift?
All right, the shift for me was kind of easy because I was the human victory cigar.
Yeah.
So I had a lot of time sitting on the bench watching the game.
Yeah.
Which was one of the best things for me because I was able to see the game. One, I had stars on my team. So I saw how people dealt with stars, and I also saw how stars handled the fame. So when I would come in the game, everybody knew we was winning, and everybody knew I was going to get a bucket because I needed my name in the newspaper the next day. That's when Ted Solari was alive. I had to have my name in the newspaper.
I need to get one. Let me just get one.
Yeah, I got to get 2 points, and I was good for an and one.
Yeah.
So that was great, and then everybody would.
Yeah.
But to make that transition for me, it wasn't that hard because you know what? I always keep in mind players.
Yeah.
What the players need. See, a lot of times people design this stuff based on what they want.
Yeah. They don't think
Instead
about
of
the
designing it based on what the talent needs.
Yeah.
So the talent could be comfortable. So because none of this works without talent. It just doesn't. I don't care what no one say. Like when we was doing the NBA lockout game, there came a point which was very interesting when people was trying to come to me to form sort of like an unrivaled men's version. My guy mom told me, don't you be the fool to do that.
Yeah.
Because the NBA lockout's going to be over again. And I don't need the NBAs to be.
And their contract's completely different.
And I don't need the NBA to be an enemy of mine.
Yeah.
So because of the lockout games we did, we're the reason why you have to have the league sanctioned. Your league have to be sanctioned and stuff. Because we made a lot of money off of that. We did 3 games, and I made a nice penny.
Yeah.
You got to think about it. I got Carmelo and Hakeem Warwick, the first game, $25,000 apiece.
Yeah.
So becoming the architect is just understanding the players, understanding the little things, like with the girls' game. The reason I've been able to be successful in the girls' game because I treat the girls just like the boys.
Yeah.
See, a lot of times people try to put the girls and try to keep. That's why it's a girl game.
Yeah,
a girl game, a boy game, girl game. Normally they go 2 girls, then the boys.
And I'm telling you, girls is balling.
Right. So if you come to the Chosen League, you're gonna have a girl game, boy game, girl
Keep
game,
them in the seat.
boy. Right. You got it.
Yeah.
So people are like, why you do that? Because I'm keeping you in the seat so you can see these girls.
Yeah.
So like a couple
years
years ago, Kennedy Henry, who's a freshman now at Villanova, got the rookie steals, all rookie team. 2 years ago, she played in the Chosen League. She was MVP. The Morris twins came. Deion Waiters came, and a couple of other guys came with them. So they came to watch Thomas Serber, who got drafted by the Thunder. He plays for the Thunder now. Ahmad went to UConn, VCU. They came to see them, right?
Yeah.
So when they come see them play, the girls' game is next. So they was getting up. I said, where y'all going? They were like, what you mean? They were like, what you mean, OG?
Nah,
I said, sit down. I said, y'all about to see a show.
Yeah.
So mind you, they never saw a girl. No. So Kennedy comes out.
Yeah.
And when I say Kennedy put on a show, I got to send you the clip of it. Kennedy went, I don't know, she got possessed. It was the Final Four. Kennedy hit about 7 threes. And one time on the break, you hear on the video when all of us say, is she about to dunk it now? Because she was that much, or she had Imhotep. Right. And the twins looked at me, and I said, I told y'all. I said, they the ones that got this rocking. Like the boys, you know what you're going to give the boys.
Yeah.
But with the girls, it's like,
it's still a novelty for a lot of
and I
people.
got daughters.
Yeah.
So I can't be short on them. They got to have the same. If the boys are getting Nike this, they gotta get Nike, and they gotta even get a little more extra.
Yeah.
So that's why my thing is like, if you're gonna build something, you gotta add your twist to it, but you gotta have an understanding of the consumer, the player, the talent that you're serving, and make sure they have everything they need so they can perform at their best level.
So, wow, that's a great way of thinking about it, because you're also seeing, like, you see the hurdles that the girls have to climb. You know the power of the boys, and then you're also feeding your audience the next thing that they need to pay attention to versus them just getting up. You know, it's like with the WNBA when, 2020, the girls was like, we need y'all to sit down at the games. Come to the games.
Right.
Like, come to the games and you'll see. And so you did that for them. And I think that was like, when I went for the first time last year, and I was like, this is the highlight. We go to a lot of games, whether it's college or professional, but we haven't really taken time in high school. In high school, they really be getting it now.
And then we got all these top girls in the area. Like, we got to think about, we got Gigi, who's top 5 in the country.
Yeah.
We got Ryan, who's top 5 in the country. We got Diamond, who's playing in China now. We got this one. We got Jesse, who was injured, who's going to be top 10.
Yeah.
We got Atlee, who's going to Ohio State.
Yeah.
So my thing, that's why when I did the game back in 2021 down the sports complex, when I built the court out right in the middle of Lincoln Financial Field, and the whole thing where Xfinity Live is at, we built the court right there in the parking lot. That was like really the thing with the girls, when the girls realized I had their back.
Yeah.
Because no one never showcased them that way.
Yeah.
And then they had the flies, they had Giannis's or Kyrie, whatever it was. I always made sure they were, and then remember, I got daughters.
Yeah.
And then the part that people don't get, Kobe was an advocate of female basketball.
Yes.
So if anybody that's a part of the Mamba mentality, you should already know.
You got to be a supporter.
You got to be able to support and respect it. Because look how Unrivaled was popping this year.
Child.
Unrivaled.
I went last year, so I already know.
Unrivaled in Philly, I'm still talking about this today. I still talk to Ashley, Kiasha, all them Philadelphia sisters. I'm like, yo, I'm in with this because that was rocking.
Yeah.
And the girls, females, and I'm not going to say girls, females need to see that because you need to see 18,000. Because think about it, college basketball, Final Fours, females always rocking.
Yeah.
So imagine the adjustment going from college to the NBA where you might only have 3,000 people in your ring. That's not. So now these girls that's in the Chosen League, Gigi, Atlee, all of them, Jesse, they got their own platform over here in the Chosen League where they know Raheem is making sure we got everything.
Yeah.
Now they're going to college, the AAU thing, and then they got Unrivaled in the WNBA. So now they know
they got opportunity.
Right, and they're not less than nobody.
And they're also being raised in a way that they weren't being raised before. So now you're pouring into them, and so now they're getting the training that they need in order to be greater.
Right.
Because, like, at the end of the day, women's basketball or women's sports normally got the short end of the stick. It doesn't get the greater funding, right? And so I think
that's the funny thing. Not to cut you off, but that's the thing I was just telling Nike the other day. Because my wife know there was a time when I was going to eliminate the boys league and just go straight girls and just do a boys showcase.
Yeah.
Because I told the boys at the end of the day, I'm like, listen, let me be clear
They're
with
not hungry enough.
But let me I'm going to be more direct.
Yeah.
Yo, I know presidents of NBA organizations.
Yeah.
The boy Nico Harrison that everybody talk about, they got that trade. That's my man.
Yeah.
William Wesley, Leon Rose, run the Knicks. David Adelman, my man. Scott, see, like, where y'all trying to go, I know how to get you there.
Yeah.
But if y'all going to be arrogant, I don't have to do nothing.
Yeah.
Because I got mine. You got to get yours. The girls on the other end, they
listen.
They get into it.
Yeah.
So, and they was the deciding factor at one point. If I was going to even continue, because like I told Nike flat out, yo, don't send me no more Giannis's. I need some Ages.
Yeah.
I need some, didn't I tell them, Cheeks? I said, send me Sabrina's. I don't want no John Morant's. I don't want no Giannis's. I definitely don't want no LeBron's because they heavy. I need Ages and I need Sabrina sent to me. Because the boys are rocking those too. Those are the most comfortable shoes.
Sabrina, I was actually talking to the head of Global Narrative brand at Nike. The Sabrinas are the most worn shoe.
Drew Holiday wears them. All the guys are wearing because they're the closest shoes to Kobe.
Yep. And so, and I think the new Asia, I think it's going to be higher up there now because they were able to. It's like a blend between a Kobe and a Giannis.
Exactly,
honestly.
and that's and you know more about shoes than I
Yeah.
do because your sneaker collection crazy good.
It's all right.
No, it ain't all right.
I take a size 5.5. Anybody who's listening, 5.5, 6 men.
Yeah, I see they send you stuff all the time. Go ahead.
I've just entered that land. It's beautiful.
Oh, it's a great land.
But it's work every time you see it because I'm going to support. So I'm not just going. Some people just shelve the stuff they give in. No, I'm going to support every time.
But the thing about it, I get when that stuff come in my house, my wife tell you, it was cute before.
Yeah.
Now when they come out, get
it
this
out the
get
house.
this out of the house.
Yeah.
Because it will take over. Like there was times when I was working with Converse, I used to have the UPS driver number, and he would call me.
Yeah.
And my block, they will hold up. It'd be UPS right here, and FedEx right here. And I would just have boxes and boxes of boxes of stuff outside.
Yeah.
To the point that people was asked my mom one time, was I a dope dealer? I was very offended by that. I'm still
They
offended.
always think that.
How am I selling dope and UPS and FedEx is delivering it?
Well,
But that's another
I was
story.
about to say, it's delivering kids and Wayfair.
Oh,
so
God.
it's possible.
Yeah, but that would be very stupid.
That's that. And some people are stupid, but you are not.
Yeah.
So is sports? So we know sports is ingrained in you. When you got married to your wife, was sports her thing, or did she inherit this?
First of all, my wife wasn't a big basketball fan, but she come from a Philadelphia Eagles family.
Okay, yes.
So church Sunday after
church, you go
they
watch the Eagles.
And I wasn't.
Yeah.
But full disclosure,
Yeah.
I wasn't really big on football because I was in church too.
Yeah.
So I would be busy, and then I was a Tom Brady fan, and people don't understand why Tom Brady was drafted in the 6th round and was the 199th pick.
Listen.
So he overcame obstacles. He went from being the hero. Because if you become the hero, you eventually gonna become the villain.
Yeah,
it's
gotta happen.
They gonna love
turn on
you.
you.
Yeah, they're gonna turn.
Yeah.
It drives my wife crazy sometimes, but I tell people I will be the villain.
Hey.
Because it is what it is.
Yeah.
I'm not looking for you to like me. So then with the Eagles, with me, when they drafted Jalen, I was always a Jalen Hurts fan from Alabama. When they drafted Jalen Hurts and Tom Brady retired, it was on. And then when they got A.J. Brown, it was really on. But the thing with the Eagles, with me personally, the Eagles was therapy for me for my passing of my godmom. When my godmother passed in March, the anniversary of her passing was 2 days ago, right? Was 2 days yesterday. Yeah, yesterday actually. When she passed away 4 years ago, you know how everybody had their own way to cope with something? The Eagles gave me something that was like, I'm not going to say I lost something when she passed, because people are going to pass away.
Yeah.
And she still lived through.
You lose something, yeah.
But they filled the void of an energy that she used to give me. Like my godmom gave me the energy of 70,000 people.
Yeah.
Like my godmom was hard on me. My godmom was not soft with me.
Yeah.
But because she wasn't soft with me, I earned her respect.
Yeah.
So she was able to she knew it was things she could give to me that she couldn't give to others. So to answer your question, my wife was Eagles fans, and then when all this started popping, it really made me really special in the family. They're like, well, right, he can get us some sideline, Yeah, I'm talking about it. Yeah, she loved Joy.
Okay.
Yeah. Let me bring up. She liked all the crazy people too.
Okay.
Ron Artest.
Oh, wow.
Rasheed Wallace.
Rowdy.
She liked all the head cases.
Yeah. The head cases is crazy. All right. With the Team Thompson Family Foundation, right, you guys are expanding beyond basketball, beyond the court to essential skills. Why was that important for you, and what's the difference between the two things that you bring?
Well, with Team Thompson Family Foundation, our original purpose was combating hygiene poverty.
Yeah.
So when people think of poverty, the two H's they think of is homeless and hunger. They don't think of hygiene. As somebody that's been homeless and as somebody that's been hungry, hygiene was the thing that got me through a lot of things. Like the first year of the Chosen League, people don't know, I was homeless. I slept in the park every night.
Wow.
But people didn't know that because I made sure my teeth was brushed, always got my hair cut, made sure my clothes was clean and everything. But during the pandemic is when it got real. Because remember, during the pandemic, it was all about what? Hygiene, washing your hands and everything. You had people breaking into stores, getting all these goods and everything. So my wife, she used to work in the school system. So she had an up close view of how hygiene could have somebody get teased, or somebody really looked at real cool,
or the whole classroom not be able to learn because it stinks.
There you go. So the thing, what we did was we created these things called feel good to feel good hygiene bags. So what we did was we have served over 300 families, over $200,000 worth of hygiene products since 2022. The reason we did that was we feel like you shouldn't have to decide between feeding your family or getting hygiene products. And if you go in the store, you can see a lobster sitting right there, a steak sitting right there, but you look at the hygiene product, it's locked up behind the gate.
Yeah.
So the reason we started that was to really make a difference. And the funny thing about starting this was I really didn't want basketball to be involved in this. But that went out the window in our first meeting with Penn Medicine. First meeting with Penn Medicine, we meeting with the chief of staff, all these big wigs, right? So we talking, and we getting into it. And I asked them for a lot of money within 5 minutes too. It wasn't even their response was like, you have no problem asking for money. I'm like, I come from this world where I have to ask for this. So long story short,
fundraising.
Yes, that's a whole nother story about fundraising with me. So we talking, and the guy keeps looking at me on the Zoom, and I'm like, why? He's like, I know you. So I'm looking at him, I'm like, where you know me from? I already know that. He's like, Eric Dixon. At the time, Eric Dixon was at Villanova. They was making their run to the Final Four. He said, Eric Dixon used to play in your league. He was the MVP. Him and my son played together in basketball. You're the chosen league guy.
Got him.
I'm like, yeah, I am.
Yeah.
Once I said that,
it
changed. It shifted the whole conversation about combating hygiene poverty.
Yeah.
And Penn has been a supporter since day one.
Yeah.
Independent Blue Cross was a supporter for a while. My man that has a absolute home care was like, we have had a lot of support. But Colonial Farms, my man Nick, who I met through Scott, he's a real Nick. We got I'd be remiss not to say him. So make sure when you edit this, you make sure you give Nick a full. But the thing about it, what people didn't understand, this was a very expensive task that we took on. Okay. Each one of our hygiene bags are between $80 to $100. So you're talking about laundry detergent, dishwasher detergent, deodorant, shampoo, conditioner, soap, and then we doing it based on your family. So if you got 4 people, we got to give you 4 toothbrushes and 4 deodorants. So it's a very expensive task, but it's something that we do. It's something that we love to do. We know it has made an impact, but because of that, and this is where the sports come in all the time, Legendary Summer Hoops Month now basically supports that initiative.
Wow. Because
of how much support we get for Legendary Summer Hoops Month, we're able to turn around and be able to serve the people with combating hygiene poverty.
Wow. That's impact everywhere. I think that's the key for you, is that you want people to make right choices and be able to develop well. And so even things like hygiene are important because it helps you develop. It helps you do what you're doing.
Christine, I have a saying I tell people, you probably heard me say this before. I tell people all the time, I want you to do better than me.
Yeah.
If I'm the worst person on this team, that means we're the Avengers, because I know who I am. So, and as an OG, why would I want y'all not to do better than me? I have daughters. One day you're gonna look at what you got.
That's the pipeline.
Right. Yeah. I have daughters. Yeah. You have this. Why wouldn't I want you to be successful so I can tell my daughters, go over there with Christina?
Yeah.
Why you want to do security? Go over there with Kimber. So anybody that ever been around me, they can never say I held them back.
Yeah.
I have overpaid people just to put a belief in them.
Yeah.
Because my thing is this: I can't get time back. I can get money back, and I'm
money
good
come,
at
money go, time.
I can get, and I know how to get the money.
Yeah.
I have established myself where I know where to go to get I have resources. That's why I tell people all the time. People talk about connections. I said, be careful with saying connections. Connections get clipped. Resources never go nowhere.
Yeah.
The diamonds, where the diamond mines is at, that's where you might have a connect to that diamond mine who might get clipped. But if you know where that resource is at, you're able to go there all the time. So I tell people all the time, I want you to do better than me. Why do I don't want to be, like, my family and my house, I talk. Christina, when you met me, I wasn't speaking to a whole bunch of people. We had to speak at Harrisburg
Yeah.
because we had to speak in front of everybody.
Yeah.
But I wasn't interacting with everybody like that.
No, you wasn't.
I wasn't.
Minding his business.
I'm minding my business because
Yeah.
I'm like, and that's what I tell people all the time, mind your business.
Yeah.
Sometimes overextending yourself devalues yourself.
Yeah.
You got to leave some mystery to people. You got to leave some like, who is this person? Why is everybody like my wife tell you in a minute, I go in the room and I go to the corner and mind my business, and then people will gravitate. Then people, like we was at the game, opening night, the Sixers game. Bring the whole family. You know I bring my family with me everywhere.
You go.
You know, it's not.
And if you get tickets, it's going to be for your family.
But yeah, it's plus 4. Right. That's why people hit me up.
Yeah.
Because they know, like, because people quick to say, oh, your mom not going? Okay, cool. I can get that ticket. So we at the Sixers game. We downstairs in the shift club. And I see my man, Kevin Mahoney. He's the CEO of Penn Medicine. Huge dude. So I'm sitting there. I look, I said, that's Kevin. So I'm like, Kevin. He turns around, Raheem. So everybody looking, like, how does he know? I'm like,
Who he?
who? And I was minding my business. We was really, and I just happened to see him. I'm like, this is somebody who supports me, so I'm gonna reach out to him. So that's why I'm just saying, I want people to do better than me. I don't want nobody to feel like that old, there's a thing called healthy competition, but there's also a thing called negative competition.
Yeah, there is.
And we need to eliminate negative competition. Healthy competition is, you beat me, two warriors are gonna respect each other at the end. If you don't respect each other, that means you're not really a warrior, because a warrior is supposed to respect, we got at it.
Yeah, you just bitter. Sore loser, we used to call it.
Yeah, you said that. I didn't say it, she said it.
Hey. Well, because I think when you lose, it should empower you to become better, to put the work in.
Only way you lose if you don't learn.
Yeah.
You're gonna get
something.
You gotta learn something.
Yeah.
How do I get better? What happened? Like I tell people all the time, I want to see how you deal with adversity. It's easy when everything going your way. Oh God, thank you. You see everybody, glory to God, but then as soon
you got to be on your knees when you in
as soon as something go wrong, God, why have you forsaken me? How you know God not? Like I was making a joke with my wife about this. You know how many times our gas was turned off in August during the Chosen League? Because I had to pay these people.
Yeah.
I'm like, well, the gas gonna be turned. It's hot. We're gonna barbecue. And it's hot outside. We're gonna take cold showers. We be all right.
Yeah.
September come out. I have everything turned back on.
Back on was needed.
Yeah, it's too hot. What we worried about? It's hot.
Yeah.
So my whole thing is like, how do you deal with adversity? And that's how I really look at people.
Yeah.
I gotta look at when you going through adverse time, because everything, like people see this product. Y'all don't
see the rest of
see
it. Yeah.
when I was homeless. Y'all don't see when my account was negative so-and-so.
Yeah.
Y'all don't see the no's I got. Y'all don't see all of this. And I talk about it. I'm like, I'm not one of these people. That's why people be like, man, your social media. I'm like, this is what I'm doing. I have a certain level of privacy with me. And the reason I'm showing this stuff, because if you know my story, you like, damn, look how far he has came. That's why I show this stuff.
Yeah.
Because I've been
You're
through
very
it.
big on testimony. Yeah.
That's my. People don't even know there was a year where I didn't even watch one basketball game. That's how I was upset. Remember, Cheeks? I was upset. I really had to. Me and God had to really have a talk.
Yeah.
Like I had to, and I tell people sometimes you gotta have a talk with God. Like God, like what's really going on here? Because it got weird. It got real. Everyone around me, like people were starting to backdoor me and cross me, and people who I introduced people to was trying to click up together.
Yeah.
And I'm looking.
Man, that is a pet peeve.
And I'm looking, and I'm like, y'all two wouldn't even know each other if it wasn't for me. You definitely wouldn't know them, because I introduced, you was at my league, all y'all clicked together, and now y'all getting some paper, and y'all not even thinking about me, and y'all see me over here struggling. Okay, I know what I'm going to do. I'm just going to distance myself from everybody, and I'm going to have a conversation with God. And
that's why he don't give his number out no more. Y'all messed it up.
That's why I don't.
But it's needed. I think those times are needed. I was talking to my team, and I was like, hey, we getting visibility. We're actually still not even putting out the full thing. People will get weird. And it's okay. Let them get weird. Go change your number if you need to. But you can't take it personal, because people are showing you their true colors.
No, you can't. And you want to. That's why I said I could deal with an a-hole.
Yeah.
I can deal with
Just
the
tell me
a-hole
who
that's
you are.
out front.
Yeah.
I can't deal with the a-hole that's
Yeah.
hiding. Because if I got to figure out you hiding something, that means I can't trust you.
And then at the end of the day, it's only a couple dollars. Give people a percentage. Like if you, I was telling somebody, they was like, so, you know, if you close this deal, I was like, you close this deal, you're going to get your 10-15%. You made the deal happen. Like, why do you think you're
Man,
not
I
going
had
to get
this
that?
one time,
Yeah.
Christina, these dudes went to go do this game, and I looked at them, and I saw them doing it, and I had to find out about it.
Yeah.
But y'all all met
You
each
ain't
other.
even give me no tickets.
Y'all didn't even give me first of all, I don't even want no money from it.
Yeah.
Just let me know y'all doing it, and I would probably,
support it.
I had to find out on the back end from someone from New York.
Yeah.
I'm talking to one of my people in New York. They're like, yeah, so-and-so about to do this game. I said, really? So when I called them to confront it, it was all the ha. So I told them, I said, yo, I'll be honest with y'all. Y'all only got about 3 years with this game.
Yeah.
No, y'all probably got 5 years with this game, maybe 3. Mm-hmm. They never made it to year 4.
Yeah.
Them same people circle around and be at the Chosen League games. Hey, Rod, and I'll be like, hey, how you doing? See, one thing about me, I tell people all the time, I'm one of God's lieutenants. Mm-hmm. You do something to me, karma gonna get you.
Yeah.
Because I don't do wrong by people. I don't care. People have a lot to say about me, but you just mad because I didn't give you what you wanted.
Yeah.
I give people what they deserve and also give opportunities. And my thing is this, I haven't seen too many people that left me
They did better.
that did better.
Because I think a lot of people, they often mistake the fact that when you're with someone, you're in a learning stage. No matter what stage of life you're in, you could be successful, but if you are not willing to learn, you can't really go forward without learning something. You're missing something along the way.
Make sure you highlight it. Kimber Hebert, been with me since the first day I had my Nike deal. Got my Nike deal in 2007. It was the Hyper Dunks. It was 2006 Hyper Dunks where they was about to go to the Olympics. We did a whole game downtown finale. Kimber was in the dunk contest after the game. After the game, Kimber comes to me, tells me he wants to do security. I'm like, Ninja, get out of here. You a dunker. He's like, no, I'm a police officer.
Yeah.
Kimber now, 20 years later, Kimber's about to get his pension from Scepter. He's one of the lead security for the Eagles. Not just the Eagles, one of the chief executives of the Eagles. He's one of the lead security for the 76ers. Does all of this, and know what Kimber says all the time? I'm the best intern Raheem ever had, to this day.
Wow.
And it touches and he says it without no nudging, nothing. And Kimber is getting at it. He has a company called Executive Protection. All the CEOs call Kimber. And he tells anybody, he said, all you got to do is just listen to what Raheem tells you to do. Because the thing about I'm not going to be nice.
Yeah.
I tell people all the time, business is not
No,
nice.
it's not nice.
I'll
It's
be looking
actually
at people,
brutal.
I'll be like, do you understand how
quite brutal.
ugly business is?
Yeah.
I said, the only time business is nice is when that ACH wire hit. After that, the rest of this time, we're in the war.
I tell
You
people all
got
the time.
somebody that's trying to take your spot.
I literally have somebody trying to take my spot right now.
Yes, right now.
Or even the spot that you're trying to get. Like, there's always competition everywhere.
Right, and it's okay, but like I said, there's healthy competition, and because like my whole thing is this: like when I started Legendary Summer Hoop Simone, I said, y'all not even realizing what I'm doing. I'm about to put more money in everybody's pocket.
Yeah.
Because I'm good. I got Nike, Mitchell and Ness at that time. We renegotiating right now. But I got Nike, period. And my Nike, I'm from the orange checks. When they used to literally send orange checks. So this is how long I've been doing this.
Yeah.
So I got Nike. I'm always going to be straight.
Yeah.
So when I started Legendary Summer Hoop Simone, that's why me and Isaiah always click.
Yeah.
Because I've known Isaiah before he was a councilman. When he coached in my league, I told Isaiah, when he first told me he was running for office, I told him he was going to lose. He looked at me like he was crazy. I said, you're going to lose, but if you coach in my league and you sponsor the team in my league and y'all start to win, everybody's going to recognize your name. So when they go to the polls, they're going to vote for you based on this. It happened. So when I told him about Legendary Summer Hoop Simone, he understood exactly where I was going from. Now think about it. We done given out almost $500,000 in 3 years. Who has ever? No one has ever done that in this city. No one.
Yeah.
Who thinks about other people like that? No one ever thought about me like that when they got there. Like I told you, when I put people together, they all clicked up. and they was getting this money, and I'm looking, and I'm like, you could never ever forget.
Can't front on your plug.
You can't.
You can't front on your plug.
Now these same people coming around, hey man, how can I get involved? Hey, can I be on the payroll?
No.
I'm like, there ain't no payroll. What are you talking about? You got an organization?
Yeah.
You got EIN number? You got a 501c3 number?
Yeah.
There ain't no organization. Oh, you in basketball now.
Yeah.
Now you in basketball. So my whole thing is like, man, that's why I say everybody talk about block out the outside noise. It ain't outside noise.
Yeah.
You got to watch the noise on the inside because that's the noise that's going to affect you more than anything. Because the outside noise don't mean nothing. You're not paying attention to outside noise.
Yeah.
You don't know these people. It's the people that's close to you. You got to watch them because those are the only ones that can really have an effect on you.
So I have some rapid fire questions for you.
Oh, boy.
So if a young person is building their house, what's the one material they should never compromise on?
That's the cement.
Foundation. Yeah. Yeah. All right. What is the one part of your own house you personally or your business model you had to completely tear down and rebuild over the years?
Oh, my garage and my backyard.
Yeah.
Had to tear it down.
Yeah.
Our garage is now a hygiene vault, which is also an inventory place, and our backyard was not a backyard. And now people think our backyard is like an
oasis.
Yeah, it's a deck. It's a true deck. It really sits in the middle of it. It's really like one day when you come over, you are invited. When you come over, you're gonna see what I'm talking about because you're literally in the middle of the city, but you don't even realize you're in the middle of the city until you hear the action coming around.
Got you. If you had to name the one tool in your toolbox that you use every day to keep the grind going, what would it be?
My hammer.
Okay.
I gotta keep hammering away. I got to. Like nails. I know you need a nail, but I could take a piece of wood and if I keep hammering, I'm gonna break it down.
Yeah.
Because I had to break a lot of walls down. Like getting Nike was not when we first got together. Remember, I was with Reebok.
Yeah.
It was anti-Nike.
Yeah.
When my man left Reebok to go to Adidas, and they didn't bring me, which was, I told them that wasn't gonna work.
Yeah.
And looked how that worked.
Yeah.
They didn't bring me. My man PR, you heard of it, Paul Rivera. He runs the shop for LeBron. That's the Hispanic guy.
Yeah.
He called me and told me to come up to New York. Nike had a deal for me. And I got to give PR a shout out because PR did something that was so thorough that I'd be remiss not to talk about it. When I first got with Nike, Nike told me get a lawyer to draw up a contract for me. I sent this contract over to Nike. This is back in the days with faxes and emailing documents wasn't all like that. It was faxes and mail. PR calls me and tells me, whoever that lawyer is, you need to fire them.
My God, yeah.
I said, what? PR says Nike Legal told me, and they said they normally wouldn't do this. Fire the guy. The guy had put in the contract that I would be stuck at that price point. This is 2006 for the duration of my Nike deal.
You would never be able to grow. Inflation alone.
On top of that, the number he had included the product. So it wasn't just cash.
Oh.
It was product.
Yeah.
He said, Rob, I'm doing this for you. Shout out to you, PR. You always gonna be straight, no matter what he asked for. We don't even speak because he'd be like, we're two different. But whatever when I do see him, it's respect because he didn't have to do that.
Yeah.
And because he did that to me, that's why I'm the way I am with other people. Because I would be jammed up. I'll be still stuck at single digits right now. You been to you see them uniforms?
I do. I asked for a jersey.
Nike.
I was like, I think them Chosen League joints is the best one.
And remember, the boys and the girls get two separate. They get two different styles.
Yeah.
Every set of jerseys is almost $1,800.
Yeah.
Times that by 8. Times that by 8.
Yeah.
So imagine me being still stuck on that deal.
You wouldn't have been able to grow.
So that hammer. That's why I said the hammer.
Yeah.
I gotta keep banging at the wall because what if I didn't keep banging? What if I would have just left it? Hey, man, I only got this hammer. I can't do nothing. I don't got no nails.
I don't want to ask for no changes.
Right.
Because some people do that. I don't want to ask for no changes.
I
ask for everything.
It's a time to cause disruption, and there's a time to be cool.
Yeah.
Because sometimes when you're cool, that disruption you about to could come a disruption to you.
Yeah.
So if you stay cool, the disruption will happen naturally. It won't even be on you. It just work out in your favor. Because I done had that happen a lot of times. Because there's been plenty of times I told, we're not going to do that. Now, younger me, when I first started, oh, man.
Disruptor. Well, that's called growth. You got to grow.
Man, I told this former player, his name is Marcus Williams, point guard for UConn at the time. This is when Jim Calhoun was there. He's from California. His dad was in this meeting with us, and they was talking about Kyle Lowry. This when Kyle was at Villanova. And this when I was holding, because I held the Philly flag high. Oh, I laid these dudes out. Da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da. I come out the meeting. Mind you, this is my first 2 days working at Reebok. I get called to the hotel room. Raheem, you can't do that.
You can't do that.
I'm like, yes, I can. I'm like, we talking hoops. He's like, that's Kelly Williams. That's Marcus Williams' dad. That's one of our top guys. All right. Everybody knew after that, don't talk about Philly hoops to me.
No.
Because I'm just going to go in.
Yeah.
So my hammer is the cement and my hammer. Those are two most important.
Always using them.
Got to. Because my cement, like I tell people all the time, and I tell people this, and it pisses people off. I said, the difference between me and you, I had to make my cement. You went and bought yours.
You had to mix it. Yeah.
I had to mix this. I had to put this together. Because people didn't believe in this, Christina. They didn't. People will lie if they say they did. There's only a few people that believed in it. Anybody that said they believed in this from the beginning is a liar. Because I got what they say, I got receipts. I remember when you said this wasn't going to work.
Yeah.
Like when me and my wife first got together, my wife had to really get adjusted to this world. Because when I was dealing with she would hear me cussing people out. And she's like, why are you talking to them like that? I'm like, you don't understand.
They don't understand it.
This is lion versus lion.
Yeah.
This is beast versus beast.
Yeah.
I have to really, and then I'm young. I have to establish myself. If I go for some okie doke, that's what's going to be like. Anybody that meets me, my wife will tell you, everybody that sees me at the game, they say, if Raheem Thompson comes up to you, 9 times out of 10, he's asking for some money. That's a great reputation to have.
Yeah.
That means there's no BS in between.
Yeah.
There's no small talk. I know who my friends are.
Yeah.
I know who I deal with. Because I have figured this out, and I'm okay with that.
Yeah.
See, when you walking with God, you gotta be able to you gotta be real strong in being alone.
Yeah.
Because everybody's not gonna understand your vision. And you're not gonna really be alone as you think you are. You're gonna be alone because of the walk you on, but along the path you're gonna meet other people. That's why when I met you, I was like, yo, I banged with her. Because what you taking on, this ain't easy. Everybody didn't believe when you said you was gonna do this.
They still don't believe.
They still don't believe. Then I walk back there, I'm like, whoa. Then whoa. This is real.
Yeah.
Because the thing about it, you have to have that, when you are making these decisions, Christina, and you know this, if it goes wrong, it's on you.
Yeah. 100%.
If it goes right, everybody celebrates.
Everybody check clear.
Everybody celebrates when it
Yeah.
goes right. But if it goes wrong, what did Christina do?
Yeah.
What did Raheem do? Oh, I told you. You got to be able to deal with that. Like, I got people that talk about me to this day, and it's funny, because me and my wife would see them and say, oh, we're the couple that will ignore you.
Yeah.
You could be right there.
Don't exist.
We could be right there.
Yeah.
And we won't say nothing.
Yeah.
And people that come to talk to us, they know.
That you don't bang with them.
And they know I can't talk to you right now because this is going to jeopardize this, right? Because it happens.
Yeah.
And I'm very
Philly's a big, small city.
And I'm very intentional with it.
Yeah.
Because my thing is this. You thought you was going to do better when you left. And you went to that side.
Yeah.
And it has happened with family members.
Yeah.
It has happened with a lot of people.
Yeah.
And I tell people this all the time. I say, I'm not trying, like, this ain't no, I'm just telling the truth. I will take the short. You hear me say that all the time. I will take the short so everybody can get what they got to do.
Yeah.
If you're not on that same thinking, we can't be the same.
This has been great. I'm excited.
I'm excited too.
Nah, you put it better. Listen, I think one of the biggest reasons why I really wanted to do this particular podcast is because I want to speak to people who have batteries in their backs that transfer, that can charge other people. And so, it's important.
I'm definitely a charger.
Listen, it's important to know how you built your house the mistakes of it, also the lessons along the way, and figuring out like making sure you build your house on the solid rock. Not on
pay
shit
your
sand.
taxes.
Oh yeah, my God.
Don't play around with your taxes.
Yeah.
You do not want the IRS to start questioning you.
No.
You don't. It's the worst thing in the world.
Yeah.
And when it comes to accounting, do your own accounting and then match with the other accounting.
Yeah.
Because it's easy. We're going to end on this, but I got to get this out.
No, get it.
You
I
got
learned
to
the hard way.
learn how to do your own numbers.
Yeah.
Because the people you're paying to do your numbers,
They don't
they
care.
might not understand your numbers. Like
Yeah.
when I go to a basketball game, when she goes to the basketball game, courtesy of Team Thompson Family Foundation and Philly Legendary Summer Hoops Month, that's a marketing expense.
Yep.
Because she's going.
That's a write-off.
You got to understand about your write-offs and what's important, because somebody will tell you what they think is not a write-off. And if I buy a pair of sneakers, it's a
It's a
write-off.
write-off. Everything.
So you got to understand this, and we got to understand, we got to stop saying black businesses, small businesses.
Yeah.
And all. It's business,
It's business.
period. I know, Cheeks. It's business.
Yeah.
And that's the thing. We are in the business. Because there's nothing like people talk about nonprofits. I'm going to end it on this note. Research where nonprofits started from and think about if them people was not making a profit.
Well, because the issue with nonprofits, I used to run a nonprofit for 7 years as executive director. I built it up. I had to break it down. It's still running. Let me talk to Raheem after this because I think it's some synergies. But people don't understand that you still have to make a profit. The whole goal is to have enough money at the end to carry you to the next year. And so if you don't, that means you didn't make a profit. That means you didn't bring in enough money in order to cover your expenses. So I always tell people, everybody want a nonprofit. The only reason you really should have a nonprofit is, for example, never mind, not going to say that, but yes. You don't have to have a nonprofit just because you're serving the community. You can have a for-profit business.
Yeah,
and
but
still
some
serve.
people don't realize they
Yeah.
are for profit.
Yeah.
See, this is the thing what you got to understand. And the mantra that we have, serve the people, God will serve you. I'm not trying to make no money off of you.
Yeah.
So I have an LLC, but my LLC ain't doing well because I'm not making, kids don't play, let's be clear. No kid pay to play in my league.
Yeah.
There's no trial fees.
That's crazy because people are paying $35,000 a year for their kids to play right now. I don't understand.
But that's the reason why, Christina, God continues to bless me because I refuse to go and
put a burden on them.
Cause my mom didn't have no money.
Listen, I went to the Jordan event. I've been to 2 Jordan events. It's really interesting. My first times. You sent me to my first Jordan Foundation style event over at the Jordan store, the Jordan Flight, and it was really dope to see these kids be loved on. Like, I remember playing basketball and having to beg for sneakers, and we in Ross.
Did you see what them girls got?
Yeah, I did. I was like, wow.
Yo, they got,
Yeah.
first of all, they got the Tatums before they came out.
Yeah.
They had the other Jordans, the Trunners that was given, and then
Yeah.
they got another,
Didn't they get the Nafisas that day?
Yes, the Nafisas.
Before they even came out. Yeah.
And that's why, so my whole thing is this, and we got to end it because I got to get ready to get out of here. My whole thing is this. If you are here and you say you running a business, you better understand your business.
Yeah.
Because you can't trust everybody to understand your business the way you need to understand. Like, I had to teach my accountant what my write-offs was.
Yeah.
I'm like, some people buy billboards. I don't buy billboards. I go to games.
Yeah.
Because when I go to games, that's
You
when I'm
advertising.
networking with
Yeah.
people. I'm talking to people. That's why everywhere you see me go, this Philly Legendary Summer Hoops Month thing. Because I'm promoting.
Yeah.
What's that? Oh, can I have it? Sure.
Yeah.
Here you go. This is what we do. Blah, 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 blah. But you got to know your business because the tax man is coming.
Taxman's always
The
coming.
tax man's coming.
Baby, he come
and
on
the tax
time.
man got 2 things. He either want his piece of what you got, or he gonna say, okay, we don't need to take nothing from you because you ain't making no money off the land.
Yeah.
You giving it out.
Yeah. So pay your
Serve the
taxes.
people. Serve the people. God will serve you. The Grindhouse. Christina, Raheem Thompson. We out.